Hi everybody, David here. Drinking Amstel. Don't turn off now. Yes, I'm drinking Amstel. I'm in Spain and it's the only beer I can get actually. But it's wet and it's okay. I'm over here for a week. I've left my wife at home guarding the beer. I did brew last Friday. It was the only opportunity I had really. Because I was coming here on Monday. I'm not going back to England till next Monday, so I'm just chilling and trying to. I've come in shade, it's too hot in the sun. We're well south in Spain, about an hour and a bit south of Alicante. And as I say, I did brew last Friday. There might be a bit of footage of that. I brewed a Timothy Taylor Landlord Clone. Not an interesting beer, but a delicious one of my favourites. That's if you're into bitters. Very famous Yorkshire brew, Keighley Brewery. I've brewed it twice before, but I'll try and put some footage up of it at the end. It was rather miserable when I started. But I also, on Sunday, the day before I came here, I got that Deschutes freshly squeezed IPA clone that I made. I got that bottled. I got 36 bottles. It finished at 6.6%. The recipe said 7, which would have been too much for me. I didn't quite get down to the gravity the recipe said, but I was only 2 points off. So I was more than happy with it. It's going to be a good beer. My mate in America, Brad Allison, said it might be a bit sweet because I'd used Marisotta and not pale 2-row malt. But it's lost some of its sweetness when I bottled it, so I think it's going to be more than drinkable. So we'll review that probably just after Christmas. I think it'll be ready then. So that was that. So when I get back next Monday, I think the day after, I shall be able to transfer that Timothy Taylor's into the bottling bucket and put some finings in, and then bottle it back end of next week, and then leave that till about February. And then we'll see. I need to buy some grain and stuff like that for the new year. I shan't brew again. So that's it really. Thanks for listening and watching from here in a very cold Spain. I hope you don't mind the new look figure I've got, the new thin me. I wish. But yeah, we'll see if we can add any footage on. All have a good Christmas and Happy New Year. Peaceful, I hope, but sink a few beers for me. And love you all. Bye for now. Well, good morning everybody. So David here, and it's nearly 21 minutes past 6. Been up an hour, I must be mad. But I am brewing today a Timothy Taylor Landlord Clone. There's some gypsum. Oh no, that's water salts, get it right. That's gypsum. Black malt, Marisotta. What we got here? Hops are ready. That's my 10-minute edition, Protoflock. That's my 90-minute boil edition. It's just out of camera book. Got a coffee. This is that Deschutes freshly squeezed IPA. I think I'll get about 36 bottles. I'm fining it at the moment. Should be ready for bottling tomorrow. I'm going to go away next Monday, or should I say this Monday. So hence the brew. Anyway, I'll catch up with you in a minute or two. Bloody hell, it's dark out here. Man, you'd expect it to be on 7th of December, wouldn't you? At 20 past 6 in the morning. Things I do here. Oh, a bit bright in here and dry, aren't we on? Oh gosh, 27. Put these water salts in. You never know what they do, but this is just tap water, which I put in last night. I think there's going on 19 litres nearly. I don't know, I'm not going on it recipe. So they're in. We'll soon be up to 66 and I'll get started. Well, we're recirculating now. I've dowed in 67, it fluctuates, it'll go down to 66, 65 and then kick in again. Looks okay, no funny noises. It's just a standard Timothy Taylor's Landlord recipe from the camera book. It's a 25 litre batch this. It's just to use up some Maris Otter I've got. I mean, you should really use Golden Promise. I'm going to buy a sack of that in January. But I'm just using Maris Otter up now out of this sack that I've had a few months, so it's gone now. But I got the exact right amount in according to the recipe. It's still dark out here, but we're into 7:30. You know what they say, the early bird catches the worm. Well, there'll be plenty of them because it's been raining, although I think it's stopping a bit. I'm not catching any worms. I'm just sat here chilling. I feel rotten actually at this time. I should have stayed in bed, but I've been wide awake since 4, so I thought, get up, get brewing. Anyway, I'll get back to you at boil. Just coming up to boil, what we at, 98. It's boiling a bit. It's a full batch this, there's 30 odd litres in here. I've got to be careful it don't boil over. I'm not putting hops in until I've got rid of all this foam. So I'll get back to you in a minute when I put hops in. Well, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it now. 33 grams Reese Kent, 33 grams of Styrian, but the Bowbeck, I didn't have Styrians. I'm not using Hop Spider. I've clamped that filter on. I put 2 pipe clamps on. So just hope for the best and see what happens. I'll save that spider just for leaf hops, I think. They're all pellet tops. So that's it, 90 minutes, set timer going. And no more additions now till 10 minutes to go with the Protaflock. I think another 20 odd grams of Styrian. Well, last 10 minutes now of the boil. So 22 grams or something like that, 23 grams Styrian Goldings, but as I said, the Bowbeck. So that's it. I put the Protaflock in. So I'll give them a stir. 10-minute addition this. So they're in, everything's done now. There's no post-boil hops or anything like that. No dry hops. It's going to go into conical with a pack of SO4 and just leave it. Well, that stayed on. It took about half an hour to get all this out. I should have used Hop Spider, but it stayed on the filter. So it's dead on 12 when I pitched the yeast, the SO4. The temperature, just had to climb up ladders to put yeast in. 25.9, that's okay. I'll set it to 19 so it'll fluctuate just under. I'm just going to take a gravity reading now, so I'll let you know what that is in a minute. Well, I'm totally knackered. It took 6 hours. I started at 6 this morning and I pitched yeast at 12 o'clock. I've got it cleaning now. All pump blocked up, but I've cleared it. I took ball valve out and spring, cleaned that up. I mean, filter didn't come off, but it's them pellet tops. They just clogged it. I think I will use Hop Spider next time. But I got some good figures. I got a pre-boil gravity of 1040. So when I put all calcs in, it came out at 84%. So I'm happy enough. But it said original gravity on recipe would be 1042. Well, I got 1051. Which I did expect a bit more with Grainfather. I mean, it's an old book, that camera book. They probably didn't have Grainfathers when that were written. So, yeah, I'm going to get stronger beer. There were 25 litres of wort, and I just put that 1 pack of Cephal SO4 in. So hopefully that'll do the trick. So now I'm just resting, basically. I've got to clean all bits and pieces up. So... thanks for listening and watching, and happy brewing, everybody.